Okay, so I'm going to give every pick of the Minnesota Vikings 23 draft class a letter grade, and then I'm going to give them an overall grade at the end of this video. Doing all teams, check out the profile for more. Check out our Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, weekly episodes. Good stuff coming your way. We've got drafted players on as guests. We've got NFL guests, NFL coaches as guests, college players. A lot of good stuff. So because the receivers got pushed back in the draft, Jordan Addison, who I think was probably a top 3 receiver in this draft easily, gets picked late in the first round. The thing is, you lose Adam Thielen, but you replace him with Jordan Addison. There's going to be a lot of touchdowns between Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. He's going to get really favorable matchups because Jefferson's going to draw so much attention, and it's going to be perfect for him because he fits that mold really well. Consistent hands, consistent route running ability. There's really not a flaw in Addison's game besides just top-end speed, which is pretty much what Thielen was for them anyway. They didn't have the top-end speed, but was going to catch everything, was going to run good routes, and is a smart receiver. Love the pick, A-. They stick with USC guys and go get this cornerback. Solid games, consistent, always there when the ball's in the air. The receiver goes to make the play, he gets his hand in there. He's got a knack for doing that, and that's gonna translate well to his NFL game. The Vikings are in desperate need of a better defensive backcourt after struggling last year. He'll help out big time. I'm gonna give this a B. Another defensive back, why not? It was clearly the biggest issue for the Vikings last year. Jay Ward is extremely long. He's really athletic. He's a safety that can kind of do many things. In just straight coverage, I think there's some question marks, though, so I'm going to give this a C+. All good things come in pairs, I guess. They go a couple USC guys, couple LSU guys, but I really like Jacqueline Roy. This is a steal. I was surprised he was still here at this point in the draft. I'm giving this pick an A-. I think he's going to be a really good player for them. If he's there, why not take a nice quarterback? I like Jaron Hall. I think he's got potential out of BYU. Obviously, have an obvious backup role, but let him develop behind Kirk Cousins. Let him learn from one of the smarter quarterbacks in the league. I like this. I'll give it a B. Now, I think McBride runs the ball really hard. I think he's a good guy to have with Dalvin Cook. Put him in the rotation, take some of that pressure, take some of the hits off Dalvin Cook. Let this guy do some of that. I think it's perfect for him. I like this pick, especially so late in the draft. I'm going to go with a B+. Altogether, I think they addressed their main needs, got a backup quarterback, got the receiver they need to replace Thielen with, and then strengthened up the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to give the Vikings an overall B- for this draft class.